In this video, we're going to be using Southern Witchcrafts Gothorum Tonstrina and the Tatara Muramasa razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned before, today we're going to be using, for the first time, this is Southern Witchcrafts Gothorum Tonstrina, or something like that. It's kind of hard to say. Try to say that quickly 3 times. Really difficult to say. Label made by Raza, our good buddy Raza, who's just a super cool guy and very talented. I love his artwork. You got the skull, Barbara pole there, you got a raven on top there, a blackbird, whatever. This is a collaboration, special edition soap with the Razor Company, who's awesome. This was sent to me by the Razor Company as a gift, along with some other things for my 2000th video thing. So thank you very much, Jason, at the Razor Company. And today, this is going to be up for giveaway. All I've done is scooped a little bit off the soap, and I'm going to put this up for giveaway along with the splash, so stay tuned. But anyway, this is, again, a collaboration between the Razor Company and Southern Witchcraft. It is the price on it, $17.99 for 4 ounces, or on our cost chart, $4.49 an ounce, which is a fair price. This will go on sale today, actually, 26 June at noon Eastern time. So if you're interested in this release, give it a look. The notes on this, we'll actually not put them on the screen because they weren't on the website, but it is on the label right here, and it's patchouli, bergamot, sandalwood, lavender, basil, and musk. This is not a funky soap, even though it has what I call two of the 3 pillars of funk. It does have patchouli and musk in it, but it doesn't come off funky. It is patchouli forward, but it's not funky, in my opinion. Overall, what I get from it is patchouli and sandalwood predominantly. It has an earthy scent. It's not really my style of scent. It's pleasant, but it's not a love for me because it very much is on the earthy side. It would be more of a fall type scent if you sort of put soaps into categories like that. But I think folks who appreciate earthy offerings may very well like this. It has bergamot in it, but it's not enough to lift the soap up. It brightens it a little, but it still remains quite earthy. This is very good quality soap, though, by the way. Vegan, put the ingredients for you right there. Okay, so there's the soap. It will be up for giveaway. We'll talk about how to enter shortly. The razor for today, once again, is the Tatara Muramasa razor. And again, this is made in Portugal. Retails for $389, which is very expensive. It is adjustable. And one of the things I didn't mention in my previous video was it's adjustable both ways. So when you're adjusting this razor, the plates go out this way or in this way, and it is revealing more blade and blade gap, depending on which way you're adjusting it. I didn't say the blade gap was also increased. I'll put a shot of the manual right there, and as you can see on there, there's a chart at the bottom that says actually what the blade gap and blade exposures are as you adjust the razor. So not only does this adjust the exposure, it adjusts the blade gap as well. And so that's something to think about. Again, 316 stainless steel, fully adjustable. And what we're going to do today is try to shave with settings 1, 2, and 3, because I tried to use 1 yesterday for the first time. I couldn't feel it doing anything. So we're going to stick to the low settings today and see what we think about it. And this was kindly loaned to me by Matthew Lawrence, and we have almost 24 hours to grow. So you can see the salt there. Oh, by the way, I was watching Brandon the other day, and I'll link his channel, or maybe I'll pop up a picture of him. He got a mister like this, Brandon, and he was just kind of squirt. Hey, Brandon, hold that trigger and enjoy the ride. Hold the trigger and enjoy the ride. Get in there with that mister, Brandon. Anyway, Brandon's a cool dude. I'll link his channel below for you. So we have a nice hydrated soap today with our Southern Witchcraft. It is vegan. This is a good soap, though. Very good quality soap. You'll hear Marion talking about this one. He really likes it. And I find that it's an unusual vegan base because it doesn't tend to start out airy or bubbly. It lathers pretty creamy right out of the gate. It is a really good quality vegan offering, I think. And we're not going to spend all day lathering it because we don't want to make a long video, because we really want to try to use the Tatara Muramasa today on those low settings to see if those low settings have any effectiveness at all. I know 3 does because I used it yesterday some, but when I was on 1, I couldn't feel anything. And I thought yesterday that it was a totally wasted setting, but we're going to try it here today and see how it goes. Anyway, we won't spend all day. Again, this soap here will be on sale noon today. So if you like earthy scents, and to me, again, patchouli and sandalwood is what I get. I get that off the puck, and when lathered, scent strength is right at the medium level. Okay, so setting number 1 with the Tatara. And okay, so I can feel you almost can't feel any blade at all. And I'm going to press forward with it because normally I would just adjust it upwards, but I want to see if we're actually cutting on these low settings. Yesterday, I abandoned ship very quickly because just on one, I couldn't feel any blade at all, nearly. And I like that feedback. You know, not feedback in terms of feeling the whiskers being cut. And it is cutting. I'm positive it's cutting. Yesterday, I wasn't even sure it was cutting. I can see some stubble in that lather, so it is cutting. It is cutting, but you can't feel it, or you could barely feel it. And so I think that's why yesterday I was like, I think one may not be doing anything. It is. It's actually doing something, so that's good. The reason we wanted to revisit this razor immediately was because I didn't think I gave it much of a fair shot on the lower settings. And so I wanted to come back today and sort of give it some work on these low settings and see if at the end of using settings 1, 2, and 3, that I come out with a decent shade. But I'll tell you right now, on 1, extremely mild feeling. Now, if you're someone who likes an extremely mild shave, it might be great for you. By the way, this is super slick. That residual that this leaves behind is very, very slick. Southern Witchcrafts is a really good quality soap. I don't think there's any question about it. Anybody who's used it, I think, can come away thinking, man, that's a good soap, because it really is. The scents, though, I have peach, which they don't make anymore, and I love it. I'm glad I have it. And I have grapefruit, and I love that one. But a lot of the scents from Southern Witchcraft just don't appeal to me because I don't like dark, earthy scents typically. It's just not my sort of thing. Doesn't mean they're bad. I just don't care for them. Okay, so setting 1, it was actually cutting. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Because I thought it was a wasted setting. I will take that back. It's only a wasted setting if you absolutely must have a good amount of blade feel. It's really, it does cut, but you're not going to feel a lot of blade. So we're going to move it before we lather. We're just going to move it up to setting 2 here. Setting 2. One of the things about it, it's kind of tight to adjust. It's not quite as smooth as I would like for a razor of its price, but it does adjust. But what happens is if you're going to adjust it upwards and you just try to do it here, the handle will unscrew on you. And so I have to hold it here and adjust it if you're going upward. If you're going backward, it's no problem. But if you're going upward, I hold it at the top because otherwise it will loosen the handle. And it is a 3-piece razor. And again, we'll do a breakdown of the razor by itself, not shaving, to show you all the parts and how it comes apart. And again, it is 3-piece. Very interesting design. They have the blade adjustment system. So the 2 blades on the bottom of this razor go this way and this way. And that's how the adjustment is made, as opposed to it just lifting this way, which is the traditional way that adjustable razors give you more efficiency or less. And that blade sliding system has a patent pending. Tatara is the first group of folks to ever do it. I do really appreciate the innovation here. And this is what we should all be applauding, whether you like this razor or not, whether you think it's grossly expensive, and it is pretty expensive. There's no way to get around. That is a lot of money. And as I mentioned yesterday, it's $389, but then the stand is $37 more. And I think at the price, and again, you know, I'm not counting anyone else's money here, but at the price of this razor, the stand should come with it. Come on. It's just, that's such a high price that I think throwing in the stand would just be what you should get for that kind of money for a safety razor. just my opinion. And for some people, this razor is just so expensive that they'll never even think about it, and that is entirely fine. If you're in that boat, that is entirely fine. But some people who like premium offerings will be interested in this razor. That's fine too. Ultimately, you decide what works best for you and your budget and go with it. All right, let's pick up the pace here a little bit. Now we're on setting 2 and a little more blade, but still not a lot. But definitely that's better than 1. This shave will definitely get better as the passes go on because I'm revealing more blade and giving it more exposure, which I like. You know, I would probably typically shave with this unless maybe I had a bad shave, which, I mean, you see them all, so rarely do I have a bad shave. I can't remember the last time I had a bad shave. But I would typically probably go at least 3 on this and up. You know, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 adjustment settings. I prefer more blade feel. And this does give it to you on the settings towards the end. So that's good. But today I wanted to give it a workout on the lower settings just to see if at the end of the shave, I managed to get a decent shave with these mild settings. And I think I will, honestly, because I think I'm sort of getting a feel for the razor and getting used to the angle at which it cuts. I just had a little bit of a bloopage there with the lather falling off. This soap here is very slick, by the way. Very slick. And I haven't talked much about the razor company, but just a fantastic operation. So supportive. They're at the lives on Instagram. They're commenting, not on every video, but a lot of the YouTube videos, and has just been so supportive, not only of my channel, but many people. They sponsor BBS Live. They occasionally do giveaways on our Real Talk show as well. Oh, and by the way, I don't have a slide prepared, but this week upcoming, Friday, will be Real Talk, and we will be joined by Peter Charkalis of Ariana and Evans. And I apologize to you in advance because that show is likely to go long. And, you know, I've been sort of not ranting, but just expressing my opinion on the volume and longevity of the Instagram shows. Mainly I'm talking about when they're stacked back to back, like on consecutive nights. And now we'll end up doing a long show. So my apologies to Nate and Mel, who do the longest shows, you know, because I was like, man, when we have, 3 shows back to back that are going, 2 to 5 hours each, it's hard on the audience. And here I am, and I said we would try to keep it short, and we will. I'll try to moderate to not let it go too long, but when it comes to Pete has a lot to say. He's fun. He's a hobbyist himself, and I don't know if we can contain that show to an hour and a half. I will do my best. My apologies in advance to everyone, including Nate and Mel. I did watch BBS Live a little bit last night, and that was enjoyable. And they were sort of poking at me because of Seaforth Spice. And they don't think it's as good as I do. And I don't think, when I talked about that, I said the best scent so far of 2021. And I said that verbally in the video. Because when you say best scent of 2021 and it's only June going on July, obviously you mean so far. But for me, a citrus soap that has the character that Seaforth Sea Spice Lime has is just extremely unusual. And I still think it will be hard for anybody to unseat that soap. Now, they disagree. I'm going to turn up to setting 3 here. You can't see it because it's a very small adjustment knob, but we'll get up to setting 3 and get this shave back underway. Anyway, I still think Seaforth Sea Spice Lime or whatever, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, is incredible. It has this salty character to it that is unusual. It's not just straight lime. It is bright, but it has this really unusual vibe to it that I have never put my nose on before. And that's why, for me, someone who really loves fresh scents and citrus scents, that's why for me it's just a blockbuster, because it is it's in a class of its own. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like it. Now, like DK said, it was just kind of lime, and he said it was good, but it didn't blow him away. For me, that composition of scent is just incredible. And I will also say that in all the years I've been doing this, which is many, of all the soaps you've seen on my channel, which is many, I have never gotten so many comments where people said, "You're right. This is one of the best citrus scents I've ever experienced. One of the best scents I've ever experienced. This is my favorite." Now, Nate and Mel said last night I was influencing them. But you guys tell me, if you got Sea Spice Lime, and by the way, let's announce the giveaway before we get too far into it. First of all, tell me if you got Sea Spice Lime, Seaforth Sea Spice Lime, and you really enjoyed it and you think it is a really top caliber, top flight scent. Comment below on that. To join the giveaway, and I know I've waited all the way to the end to announce this giveaway. Hashtag below, it has to be exactly like this. The Razor Company. The Razor Company. And in about a week, I will come back and use the YouTube random comment picker. I will load that up and it will select a winner. Patreon supporters already get giveaway entries automatically, so thanks to you all. And on 3, this shaver begins to get, it begins to feel a lot better for me, because I start feeling more blade, and it starts feeling very nice. On the first 2, extremely mild. 3, it's still mild for me, but starts feeling a lot better. Okay, so I really enjoyed it. Actually, I think I'm gonna rinse. We'll feel the face and we'll see how the shade came out with settings 1, 2, 3, but I think we actually got a great shave out of it, so that's good. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we are back in Allcam. We did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we applied our alum, no stinging, so that was a super smooth shave. Followed the alum with a cold water rinse, and then toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to using the Thayer's Cucumber Watermelon Witch Hazel Magic, because it's made by witches. Speaking of witches, the Southern Witchcrafts Gothorum Tonstrina. Not my style of scent, so I wouldn't buy this with my own money, just simply because it's not my style of scent. But if you like earthy, patchouli, sandalwood, a little bit of bergamot, this will be very nice if you like earthy type of scents. It goes on sale today, which is 26 June at 12 noon at the Razor Company. And keep in mind, this is up for giveaway, so don't forget to enter that giveaway. The Tatara Muramasa on settings 1, 2, and 3 ended up. I got a great shave with it. It feels really mild, very, very mild on 1, a little less so on 2, but still very, very mild. 1, 2, and 3 for me, very mild. But I got a great shave with it today, feather blade. We'll do a separate video after we use this a few times and break it down and really talk more about this razor, so stay tuned for that. We are going to close it out today with Stirling Triumph, which is a magnificent scent, and I'm looking forward to slapping this on. I want to thank you all for joining me. Once again, this is going to be fantastic. The scent on this is just spectacular, both the soap and the splash. Oh, I'm coming home, baby. Woo-wee. When I say I'm coming home, I just mean this is a scent I really love. So we're coming home to that great scent. This is good stuff. If you haven't tried Stirling Triumph, give it a shot. It is beautiful. All right. Thank you all. I really appreciate you. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.